Hello, I'm Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video where we're exploring black opals. Now, of course, opals come in a whole range of colors, precious and semi-precious. The precious ones are the ones that have that beautiful different flashes. And black opal, I know I'm going to struggle to get this actually on the camera, but if you Google some pictures of it, you'll see that you get these amazing flashes of reds, oranges, greens and blues, depending on the different crystal. Now, the majority of black opals come from Lightning Ridge in New South Wales, which is the state of Australia. But you will also find black opals in places such as Ethiopia and Mexico. Ethiopian black opals are what I'm wearing and holding today. Now, one thing you may have heard about all opals is that they're bad luck and should steer clear of them. Now, I believe it was a rumor that was started in parts of Asia a while back because people were becoming more and more enamored with the beauty that comes from these beautiful opals. And that was affecting jade sales. Of course, jade is very popular throughout Asia, and the best way to stop a competitor and say, hey, it's bad luck to carry that. So that could be why you may have heard that opals are bad luck. Far from it. In fact, they are considered to be very, very lucky. They have a really childlike energy. And in this video, we're going to explore all the different ways that you can work with opal, particularly black opal. Legend has it that black opals were formed when Zeus defeated the Titans and shed tears of joy. Those tears fell to the earth and became the beautiful black opals. For this reason, black opals are really great at helping us to get rid of any unwanted emotions. Things like anguish, grief, fear, all can be washed aside with a beautiful black opal by holding it close to yourself and feeling its energy wash over you. Allow those rainbow sparkles to bring some joy back into your life, lift you up the vibrational scale of emotions so that you feel better, and heighten your overall vibration. In fact, black opals are also a really great amulet for people that want to be successful in life. If you want to be in a position of power or find yourself in a position of power, this is a really great stone to help you maintain that, to help you be heartfelt in the way that you lead, and to help attract insight, which is really important when you're a leader, and also good luck and abundance. So not only will it bring out your best qualities, but it will change your vibration so you also attract other great opportunities as well. So like Zeus, if you would like to be the top of the mountain, the king of the gods, or just successful in any way in life and let go of those emotions that are holding you back, then black opal would be perfect for you. In the realms of spiritual work, black opal can also be really quite beneficial. It's known as a crystal that can be helpful in helping you see what's coming ahead. It's a bit of a scrying or a prophecy stone. So it's a really beautiful one to meditate with and contemplate what actions you need to take and what is the best path forward. In fact, working with black opal can help you look into the past, the present, or the future. It's really, really great also for gaining insight on whether someone's intentions are true or not. So if you're dealing with someone and you're like, oh, are they a bit sketchy? Can I trust them? Then black opal would be a really great stone to wear when you're around them, and would also really be great to meditate with to kind of ask that question and see what that gut instinct tells you. Now, because this crystal is sparkly, it's really great for scrying. What's scrying? Well, scrying is when you have your stone, or you can have other items as well, sometimes water or crystal ball. That's where we kind of see it in Disney movies, the witch, the wise person looking into the crystal ball to see the future. Well, you can do it with your black opal. What you need is a dull light, like a candlelight or a moonlight. And you want to catch the shimmering, the fire within the stone. And you just kind of gaze at it and you allow your eyes to kind of go out of focus like you're daydreaming, but allow your attention to be there. And as you do that, it allows the subconscious mind to kind of activate up and bring you different images or maybe different messages in all different ways. So give scrying a try. The other great thing about this is a protective stone. Now, you've probably heard me talk a little bit about protective crystals before. Black crystals are great, but also sparkly or chatoyant crystals are great. And here we have the combination of the two. This is going to be especially protective, not just through your everyday life, but also when you're doing anything like soul retrieval or past life regression. If that's something you're interested in, then definitely grab your black opal, make sure you've got it near you, in your hand, or close to you, so its energy is offering you that type of protection. Black opal is a really great gem to have near you if you feel a little bit anxious, and especially in social situations, causing you to kind of step back or withdraw. In fact, this is a beautiful stone for helping people that tend to get caught in their head and don't just act. It encourages impulsiveness, diving in there, seizing the opportunity and making the most of anything that comes your way. If you find that fear is stopping you from doing something in your life, then you may want to keep black opal near you most of the time to help you to feel that confidence and that leadership energy that we've talked about before. In fact, this is a really great one to work with the zodiac sign of Leo. Now, Leo and its opposing sign Aquarius is all about thought and being in their head and making sure that we think about our actions. Leo is very much about act now, think later. So if you find that you're more down that Aquarius scale of like thinking, an opportunity to pass you by, then this is going to be a really great one to work with when you want that Leo energy of like, let's just dive in there, let's take center stage and let's see what happens. Let's be bold and courageous. For that reason, this is my favorite stone, or one of my favorite stones to work with on the new moon in Leo. Of course, this is a time when Leo governs that leisure, that pleasure, and that play, how much fun and recreation we make time for in our lives. And the new moon and black stones are really great on the new moon. This all ties in really nicely together. Sit there and go, how much fun is my life? Do I have enough time for recreation? Do I actually allocate and schedule pleasure in my day? Or is that kind of left to the end when I've done everything else and I try and squeeze it in? So if you find that life's not too fun for you and it's kind of passing you by, then black opal is definitely a stone you want to have by you all the time. Now, you may have noticed during this video, I haven't actually mentioned that black opal is a crystal. That's because opals aren't crystals. They don't have a crystalline structure, and so they can't be classified as such. However, we've all seen how beautiful they are and how magical they are. And because of that, they still have those kind of energies that we talk about with crystals. And so opals they're like jets and ambers and our tektites, our moldavite and Libyan desert glass and our obsidians. They're all not crystals either, but they all have a special and unique power gifted to us from Mother Earth over thousands and thousands and thousands of years of creation. So know that although they aren't crystals, opals are still really beautiful to work with and bring out all the blessings that we've talked about in this video so far. Although opals aren't crystals, it's still great to cleanse them occasionally, especially when you've been using it over an intense period for a lot of protection, or you're really powering up for something that will require your black opal to be at its best. Just like we need a break and we need to prepare ourselves for peak performance, you can do that with your crystals and your opals as well. Now, when it comes to cleansing black opal, there's a few different ways that I might use. If I'm using it for those spiritual purposes that we talked about already in this video, I'd pop it outside under the new moon energy in that complete darkness. If you're looking for that strength and that power that we talked about early on and how to kind of adopt that leadership role, then earth is really great for that. You could either bury it upon the earth or in the earth. Just make sure you know where you bury it so you don't lose it. Opals also have a connection to water. They have quite a large amount of watery content in them, and so they can really do well by being cleansed with water as well. Just make sure that you're not putting it somewhere where it's going to be damaged by water. So maybe just buy water outside when it's raining would be really powerful, especially if it happened to be raining during a new moon. That would be ideal. Or, near the ocean or a running stream could be really great. So feel into it. Check out my other video about rethinking how you cleanse your crystals. I'll pop it at the end of this one, and that can give you a guide on the best way to cleanse your black opal. Now, you can also bring in other gifts of nature to help heighten your work with black opal. You know that I love working with plants and especially essential oils, and I think rosemary would be a really great one for this. Why? Well, rosemary is probably the plant that is most dedicated to Zeus, and remember, Zeus is associated with the formation of black opals, and rosemaries really help us to remember what we're here to do. They work really well with the crown chakra and give us that clarity of mind, which is essential for us to be successful and find the answers we seek. Something that black opal allows us to do. Animal-wise, I really lean into the eagle here. This is a stone that helps to lift us up and helps us to be at our best, just like eagle encourages us to do. And eagles, along with bulls, are said to be the animals that symbolize Zeus. So again, they all tie nicely together. So I'd love to know, have you got a black opal? Have you got one from Lightning Ridge in Australia, or maybe Ethiopia or Mexico? Or do you have other opals that you really love? And what have you noticed from working with them? I'd love to hear about those experiences, so please leave a comment in the section below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.